Hey guys, it's been years, I know. Ignore that. We're gonna jump right in. Okay, so you may have heard about the trial that recently, a couple of days ago, just finished, the Kyle Rittenhouse trial. If you don't know, here's a quick recap. A 17-year-old was in Wisconsin, Kenosha, at some protests, and an altercation happens, and he has to shoot somebody. Runs away, more altercations happen, and two more people get shot. Two people died, one people got injured would be a good term for it. Now the trial concluded, and it was from the outset. If you had watched the videos over a year and a half ago, it was extremely obvious this was in self-defense. I'm not gonna go over to the case fully. I highly recommend that you look up for yourself, like the raw video of the footage if you can stomach it, and if not, watch some of the trial if you can. We streamed it fully on Twitch. It was a doozy. It's definitely worth it. Definitely worth a watch, in my opinion. I learned a lot of things about the justice system that I was very surprised by that they could get away with. However, that being said, the moment the young man was declared not guilty a couple of days ago, I posted this on Twitter. It's time to find out just how compassionate the compassionate lift really is, and boy, did we find out. We're gonna go through a couple of tweets because I feel like there's some wisdom and insight that I want to share with you guys. First up, Pedro Pascal. You guys might know him as the Mandalorian dude. I forgot his name, Din or something. I don't really care what the name is. It doesn't matter. Nice tribute. Joseph Rosenbaum, 36. Anthony Huber, 27. Murdered August 25, 2020. Rest in peace. First of all, small correction. This is actually extremely incorrect because Kyle Rittenhouse was not guilty, which means that's, well, slander, one would say, right? At the very least. Next up, another progressive beacon. Rage Against the Machine. Oh my god, dude, guys. What defines innocence in America? Tamir Rice was executed for playing with a toy. Nobody was charged. Ahmaud Arbery, when jogging, was murdered in broad daylight. Rittenhouse armed himself and killed people who were fighting for racial justice. He claimed self-defense. I'm not sure what Rage Against the Machine was raging against, but I think it was like a printer or something, you know? Maybe like one of those, I'll bet it was one of those vending machines that swallowed their money and they couldn't get their candy, so they were raging against that machine. Because that is woefully inaccurate. Extremely inaccurate. He didn't arm himself and go out to kill people. That's like not true at all. Completely misinforming their fans. I mean, all of these guys are massively getting ratioed, obviously, right? Because you cannot be this stupid and expect nobody to notice. You know, next up, Mark Ruffalo, another great mind. 200 IQ on this one. We came together to mourn the lives lost to the same racist system that devalues black lives and devalued the life of Anthony and Jojo. Keep this one in mind. Jojo. After all we have seen and heard about these weapons of war, an AR-15 is not a weapon of war. It is a semi-automatic rifle primarily meant for self-defense and I would say hunting as well. So that's already completely factually incorrect. Let's be honest, nobody expects anything else from Mark Ruffalo. The guy is not exactly the smartest person on the planet. If you follow his Twitter, like, oh my god, the stuff that comes out of his mouth is insane. Anyway, where were we? I went off on that tangent. There is no doubt that people who faced this young man were more afraid of him than he was of them. Factually untrue, because they chased him down. He was the one with a weapon of war. Again, factually untrue. Loaded and ready to be used on people. Always loaded and ready to be used. Yeah, that's why that kid got away. And two villains, two evildoers, two... We'll get to that. Doesn't matter. We'll get to that in just a minute. Hold on tight. Justice weeps bitterly today. We are coming together to heal the scars left by the wounds of this grief. We will care for each other and remember why we continue to march. Next up, Maria Shriver. I'm not entirely sure who this is. NBC anchor. Oh, that's enough. Okay, well, this is gonna be a doozy, you already know. I'm trying to take a beat to digest the Rittenhouse verdict. My son just asked me how it's possible that he didn't get charged for anything. How is that possible? I don't have an answer for him. The idea that someone could be out with a semi-automatic weapon, kill people, and walk is stunning. I look forward to hearing from the jury. This is a moment for them to explain how they came to their decision. Well, I mean, they don't need to explain every little bit of every single second of the case was televised. They had all of the footage, all of the evidence, and the entire trial was literally on YouTube. That's where we picked it up to stream on Twitch. So there were many places you could have seen, and then you could have explained to your kids why. And now you just look like a dummy in front of your kids, right? Because you didn't take 5 seconds or 5 minutes to learn what happened. So how is it possible? Well, when the first person chases somebody down after making a threat that if he catches him alone, he's gonna kill him, keeps running until he's within lunging distance, then lunges towards and grabs the gun. Yeah, if you get shot by 4 bullets, I don't really have much to say about that. That's clear-cut self-defense, right? The kid runs away, runs for 2 blocks, nothing happens, right? Runs towards police, I might add, running toward police. That's pretty important. Yelling at people that he was gonna go to the police, and more criminals walk up, run up, chase him down, knock him to the ground, try to disarm him again, and he shoots one guy dead and vaporizes the other one's bicep. Like, I'm gonna call him Bicep Boy because he's yeah, it's hilarious. Sorry, but it is. So let's see, right? Let's see this JoJo, this progressive beacon that Mark Ruffalo thinks is a hero, apparently, when you read this, right? When you read this, that clearly he respects the man enormously, right? So he must have been like a massive saint. Oh, he's a level 3 offender. 5 counts of raping small children. Progressive beacon, indeed. Second guy that died, Anthony Huber, convicted felon, also. Progressive beacon. Third guy, convicted felon, had a gun in his hand, pointed it at Kyle, and only then did Kyle shoot him, by the way. Vaporized his bicep, you could see it blow up. It was pretty cool. Hopefully he can never use that arm again, right? This scum should never be allowed to use that arm again. These people... Excuse me, I'm still a little sick. These people are not heroes in the slightest. And I want to make it clear, these are not reasons to be shot. The reasons that those 3 got shot, 2 of the first 2 got killed, the reasons for that is because they were chasing somebody down. They were intending to do harm on a 17-year-old kid. And Joseph Rosenbaum died what he liked to do. He died what he loved doing, touching minors, trying to touch minors. Except this one didn't let himself get touched. This one fought back. This one said, "You're not disarming me. Everything the kid did was right. It was 100% self-defense. You can clearly see that. This was obvious from, I believe this happened in August of 2020. So over a year ago. More than a year. And these evil people are still either A, so horribly misinformed that they have no idea what the hell just happened. And this one's a news person. Like, what a joke. Absolute joke. Or B, and this is more likely, in my opinion, these people are outright lying because they have a political bias, and they view the world through that political bias. They don't view the world through logic. They don't view the world through evidence. They view their world through, what does my side think, and what should I tell the people around me to think. These people are true evil. This is the face of evil, and it freely, is allowed to post misinformation and pure propaganda on Twitter, and I feel like that should not be a thing no more. I'm really happy to see that most of these got ratioed into oblivion because these are horrendous takes, right? But imagine not knowing anything about this case and going to Twitter to find out your news, or watching even a mainstream media who were still saying Kyle shot black people, who are still saying they crossed state lines. Like, that even matters. Like, the kid lived 10 minutes around the corner, right? It's insane. I had to make a video on it. These people are just despicable. There is no reason ever to just lie so outrightly or be so enormously misinformed but have such a strong opinion on something you know nothing about. This is evil. This is what evil looks like. And I'm not saying that they'll go out and do criminal things, because you don't need to be a criminal to be evil. You just need to be as politically brainwashed as someone like this and not think for yourself and encourage other people to not think for themselves. That's true evil. And with that, I'll leave you. Thank you so much for hanging out. I was gonna go off on a rant, so we're gonna stop it here because I felt it coming. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys again. I think I'm gonna do some more political videos soon, but we'll find out. Peace the fuck out. I shouldn't have cursed. It's fine. Sorry, YouTube.